Shalom, my brothers. I truly hope all is well with you and your families. I don't check my DMs or direct messages often, but lately I've been led to. And I tell you the truth, every message I've opened has been from a man sitting in darkness. Doesn't matter if he's a multimillionaire, a teacher, a police officer, or a professional athlete. The theme has all been the same. Men everywhere are seemingly quietly breaking down. They're in that place on this journey of manhood where you begin to question your purpose, or where your past trauma finally catches up to you in the present and starts destroying everything you've built. And if that's where you are right now, I want you to hear me clearly that you are not alone. First, I want to thank every man who reached out, because it truly breaks my heart and makes me feel like I wish I could do more. And because I can't respond to all of you one by one, I was led to create a Patreon Brotherhood, to build a real community where you don't just have to depend on or look to reach out to me, but where there's a camaraderie of men fighting to become comprehensive men, fighting to become great fathers, husbands, and leaders in their community. A place where we can go deeper than I could ever on social media. A place where you can talk openly, be seen, and not be judged. Over my years of breaking free from emotional incarceration, brothers, I've learned that healing doesn't happen in isolation. It doesn't happen in darkness, no matter what you've been taught. It happens in community. So if you're tired of walking through the darkness or living in the darkness and isolation, I invite you to join me and hundreds of brothers who are walking the same path. You'll find the link with more information below in the description. One of the greatest lies Lucifer tells men is that the only ones going through something are they themselves. I can't tell you how many men I coach who tell me that they're alone. And my brothers, if we believe that lie, we literally forfeit the game. This is how he wins. Because if he can make you feel like you're the only one struggling, you'll start to believe that there's no hope for you. You'll start to think that no one else fights depression. No one else wrestles with addiction. No one else wrestles with lust. No one else questions Yah. No one else feels like a failure as a father and husband. But the truth is, gentlemen, is that every man has been trained to fight his inner battles in the dark, alone. And sometimes the greatest war isn't the one you fight in public, it's the one you wage in private. I remember my own dark season. I believe I was in the 10th grade. I had just lost a fight, and I wanted to call my father, not to just tell him what happened, but because I needed to hear his voice. I needed a word of encouragement. I wanted something to remind me, or should I say someone to remind me that I was still worth something. I remember the phone ringing, and when he answered, I poured my heart out to him. I told him everything. But his response was only, "So who won?" The fear of being a disappointment to him caused me to pause before I answered. I believe I said, "I think it was close, but I lost." That's when the silence came. And after the longest 3 seconds of silence, he replied with his voice sounding half disappointed and half distant, "Look, I've got to get back to work." He didn't immediately hang up the phone, which made it worse. It was like he was waiting for me to say something, but almost like he didn't care what else I had to say, but he didn't want to just hang up the phone. Eventually, I just said bye, and that was it. Click. No lesson, no love, no moment of connection. just silence that echoed louder than a bomb. And something in me shut down that night. It was like a boxer who left the ring with no corner, no towel, no coach. I sat in my room, completely dark, beaten emotionally, mentally. The fight itself, I had no scars, no evidence of even being in a fight. But my father made me feel like the first fight I ever lost was one of many. What I didn't know then was that Yah was still in the dark. I just couldn't see him because I kept staring at my pain, kept thinking about those who I thought were friends talking behind my back. Everything that was hurting me, I focused on instead of seeking his presence. See, darkness doesn't mean Yah has left you, my brothers. It just means your eyes haven't been adjusted yet. Back in the late 80s and I would say late 80s, not 90s, basement parties were very popular. And me being a DJ, I was pretty much at all of them that I could attend in my neighborhood. Chill music, drinks, girls, and most importantly, the ambience of darkness. We navigated shadows effortlessly and indulging in our desires as if the bodies of women were like Braille. But every once in a while, someone would accidentally bump into the light switch and instantly the whole room changed. People would shout, "Cut the lights off!" because no one wanted to see what the darkness was hiding. Isn't that what we do today, brothers? We get comfortable in the dark. We don't want the light to expose what's been hidden. Our wounds, our addictions, our fears, our trauma, our failures. But healing begins when you stop hiding and flip the switch on. For a man, flipping a switch isn't just a motivational talk, it's spiritual transformation. When you flip the switch, you stop letting the darkness dictate your direction. You stop rehearsing your regrets and start reclaiming your purpose. Think about it. Every great comeback, whether in sports or in life, starts with one decision. A player decides no more losing. A man desires no more running. That's the moment the switch flips. It's when something deep within says, enough is enough. And that's when the light begins to return. Not all at once, but gradually. Just enough for you to take the next step. So if you're in a dark place today, here's what I want you to remember. Number one, darkness is a teacher, or I should say can be a teacher, if you allow it and not a tomb. It reveals what light once hid, your broken habits, your wounds, your misplaced identity. Don't curse the darkness. Allow yourself to learn from it so that you can escape it. Number two, you can't heal in isolation. No warrior, my brothers, sharpens his sword alone. You need brothers beside you who won't judge your scars. Remember, sharpening a blade requires friction. So just because you're feeling conflict with the camaraderie of men around you doesn't mean that it's a rebellion against you. Look at it like brothers not allowing you to conform to what's happening to you. Allow them to sharpen you as you sharpen them. Because trust me, you don't want polishing partners, men who just buff your blade so that you look sharp. You want to be sharp so that when sin arrives or your addictions or other things or coping mechanisms come, you'll be able to cut it away and keep moving. And number three, don't die in darkness waiting for someone to come and flip the switch on for you. Real talk, if you're a man of the Most High, saved by the sacrifice of Yahshua, the light switch is actually in your hand. You've just got to have enough faith along with the action needed to flip it on. Because as Ephesians chapter 5, verse 8 says, you were once in darkness, but now you are light in the Lord Adonai. So walk as children of light. Flip the switch on the lies you believed about yourself. Flip the switch on the guilt from your past. Flip the switch on the voice that keeps telling you you're not enough. You don't have to carry the weight of your father's abandonment, my brothers. You don't have to live with a festering mother wound. You don't have to keep suppressing your emotions to feel strong. You don't have to keep pretending like you're okay when inside you're breaking. There's no freedom in the facade, my brothers. Flip the switch. Let the light in and let your light shine. Not so everyone can see you, but so you can finally see yourself, and others will finally see your good works, but glorify our Abba, our Father who is in heaven. I have committed to uploading videos or more videos here, but I can only offer so much on YouTube and social media. Again, my brothers, that's why I built the Patreon Brotherhood, a sacred space, a digital refuge where you can walk shoulder to shoulder with men who want to heal, who want to grow, and who want to live and lead with purpose. I dive deeper there into comprehensive manhood and give you reflection guides that help you do the inner work needed for you to truly transform. If you're ready to move from isolation to brotherhood, to comprehensive manhood, from surviving to becoming a comprehensive man, join us on Patreon. The link is in the description below. Remember, my brothers, it is written that as iron sharpens iron, so as one man sharpens another. And my brothers, no man can truly sharpen himself alone. Before I end, I want to say this. Every man will eventually find himself in a dark place. But darkness isn't your destiny. It's just an environment for a season. Even Yah, the Most High, allows the seed to sit in darkness before it breaks open and grows. And when the time is right, you'll rise again with deeper roots, stronger faith, and a clearer vision. Now, don't swerve on what I'm saying. Darkness isn't the place you want to be. It's not a place where you want to make your home. It can be a season like it was for me to reflect on that I was worth more than my father's affirmation. So don't give up, my brothers. Don't let your temporary pain make you forfeit your purpose. Flip the switch and step out of the shadows and into the shadow of the Most High. For it is written in Psalm 91, he who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will abide in the shadow of the Almighty. As always, I hope this video encouraged you. If you want to be notified when I upload another one, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Until next time, my brothers, keep growing, keep building, and keep striving to be the man the moment demands. Shalom.